can't wait to get some lashes back on. Because I feel like I wasn't able to hypnotize you on that magic.
You want to hypnotize me? It ain't the lashes.
It is the lashes, because you like when I tip in your belly button. Baby.
No. Hold on, when this game starts.
What? Oh, it's about to.
Chicks out like that.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans.
Hey.
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New Orleans Saints.
Start yet, man?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I said that.
What the hell?
You're just walking off and said starting.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
This thing ain't turned off.
I know. Maybe summer. It's not even summer yet, but you know. I guess that makes sense, huh?
No.
The moist time of year.
On the set. 58. 58. Mike. Let's go, tight end. Let's go. Check 13. Check right.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. 18 big yards on that one.
Oh,
The
my
Charger
Lord.
first.
Jesus.
Well, one unit I know you want to
First
watch is
play.
that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that,
Damn.
it'll be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, but someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, let's go. Mike's 5-4.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 45-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
1st down, Los Angeles.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Mike 54, Mike 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
2nd and 5. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
49. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Yo. 49's the mic. Watch 49. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
Come on. Now, when the ref, let's go right here. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Hey, let's get this.
On first down, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They run with Spiller. And some room to work. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What's good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Chargers take over.
Come on, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And it's 3rd down.
Set, hey, Pittsburgh. 54. Line 54. Blue Dan.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
Yeah, my bad.
Let's go.
User fail.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, it's Haskins. It's Williams on the catch. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts in drive number 1 that resulted in under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And it's taken in at the 9.
We got this.
The Charger drive about to get going. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Right there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins is complete to Williams. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 81 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. This is Spiller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down.
Off play action. Fields.
Oh, shit, man.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now Spiller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
In your face. Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Here's Spiller. And an alley to run. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
You gotta get kicked going.
Bloods to try to aid
You
the
don't want to do
PAT.
it at all. You just gotta get him going. That's why I was on his head like that. Go.
And the lead is up to 5.
He doesn't want to.
Instead of being lazy, I see that. That's the first thing.
He's not lazy. He doesn't want to do that. He wants to do other stuff.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
For August. Probably gonna be 2 years before like big gatherings and stuff like that.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. This one complete to Ingram. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I don't see how they can't offer y'all now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's Lawrence. 23 yards on the play. Haskins now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Check 43.
Haskins back to the air. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Again, it's Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
All day. Just like that. Nine the mark. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. And a give this time to the tailback. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Don't get nervous. Like 9. Like 9.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, we gotta get to that mic over there. Pick me up. Here we go.
To throw again. Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. After the sack on 1st down, Haskins, and some room to maneuver. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Come on, fellas.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now Haskins on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
1st down, Chargers.
Haskins now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Throwing now. Haskins on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger 1st down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. 53.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 19. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Pick 6.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
We play to win. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Ingram again. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
From the gun, Fields. He's going to
Oh,
walk
man.
double
Come
team,
on.
and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, Duff. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
58.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Watch the whip. Rotate. Turn up. Kill.
On 1st and 10, Haskins. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Haskins, wide open receiver, complete. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Hopper. Here I come. Check 52. Come on. Wide, get wide.
Throwing on 1st down. Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 12-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go. 58 to Mike, 58.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins, he's got it to Ingram, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the eye. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle, and that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Again on the ground, again it's Spiller.
You ain't going
He's
nowhere.
upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And when you break it down, you know, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Saints, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
No.
I didn't bring 2 snack bottles. I only had the 1 pound.
Okay.
Oh, we can pull it.
No, you can't cut it.
I'm not cutting it.
You can't use it for cracker bills. It's not hard enough.
I have to do it on myself. You still like these everywhere?
Watch it slowly.
So I put it over here? Here?
Yeah. Well, you crack it and you put your fingers in there and open that up. Don't squeeze it together. Open it up. Look. Crack it. Well, then now pull it, pinch it open. There you go. That's how. That's better. Okay.
What the?
Yeah, watch. Just okay. Don't watch your fingers. Move your fingers. Move your finger. But you just have to shake it.
I did it! I did it!
Here, you can do this one. That's enough. Okay. There you go. Yeah, there you go. See? No, squeeze it together. Just take it over.
I did it!
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I need to show my mom that I'm not hurting.
Yeah, I did it. I did it. Now do we gotta mix it?
Huh?
We gotta like stir it?
No, not right now.
Oh. First we gotta do this one, right?
Yeah, but watch. You have to wash your hands.
I did.
No, but you didn't. You didn't wash them.
You want them together? On the bottom.
No, then that dirt is running off your hands. You'll stink.
I did. Can you stir it? Can I stir it?
Work hard to do it on this arm. And
Which right side? Or can I hold it or something? I don't have to yet. Okay.
you drink yourself.
Yeah.
Set it up and drink it. And then rinse that out and fill that cup up with some water so you can make sure you're drinking water. If you're not drinking water, do it. When you get bored and don't have nothing to do, drink some water.
If I can use that to hold it.
Watch. It just got hold. So we got hold right here. Right here.
Like that? Like so. Oh,
Then you
there.
have to make sure you get all the bottom. Alright, that's
This
good.
is the fastest.
Alright, that's good. And I'm gonna go first.
It's gonna taste.
No, you can't taste that.
You are excited to go on the board.
Yeah.
But that was for sure. What?
Yeah, I was so mad yesterday. I broke it.
Oh, anyway.
What?
Your
Yeah,
thing.
the tablet.
She said, no, you just charge it. I'm like, I just said this. I'm like, why would you just charge it? She's like, whatever she said. You just charge it.
I feel bad. I wouldn't.
I mean, you broke it. So I mean, it's whatever else you need. Huh? Yeah. Bill, bring something over here.